And number 13, Rutgers, is 10-3 on the season. Hello and welcome to our coverage tonight with Tim Johnson, Zach Mackey. And Tim, this is a sold-out arena tonight. Jersey Mike's Arena is going to be rocking. They're trying to get behind the Scarlet Knights.
When the rack is packed, everything is very exciting. And these Jersey fans, they're rabid.
They are, and we'll see what our starting lineups presented by Defense. So we know that Penn State lineup, they're heavy on the back end, Tim, but it starts at 125 tonight. Can the Rutgers Scarlet Knights get it going?
Well, it's really important for Peterson and Shaver to get it going for the crowd, for themselves, and to get some excitement going because Penn State is the best, and they're strong up and down the lineup.
All right, 125 is where it starts tonight, and a perfect 11-0 freshman for Penn State. Luke Lillendahl is 11-0 right now.
I like Peterson. He's had some big wins last year against Ramos, when he was ranked number 1, DiAgostino, McCrone, McKee. So he knows that he can do it, and he's wrestled some nice Big Ten championships. But he's going up against, he's a two-time national qualifier and hasn't been on the podium. Lillendahl, of course, hey, you know, we don't know what he can do except he's got a good trajectory going. So, but the freshmen that come in, especially a true freshman like Lillendahl, you know, they have trouble underneath. But I always think the hand fighting is where you really learn a lot because he didn't really have to hand fight as much in high school, you know, because you win most of those things pretty easily. But
Coach Goodell's. Short time here in the first. Neither wrestler have much offensively going in that first period. Tell you what, Scott Goodell has produced 2 national champs, 18th season here, 231. He just notched 231 a couple of a weekend ago.
Lillendahl not be able to get past the head-hands defense of Peterson. But Peterson's going to have to show his offense. He has not been able to get in on Lillendahl either. What you do in this situation where, you know, you're not the favored wrestler right here. You're keeping yourself in the game. You're giving yourself a chance to win late. And it looks like what we're going to have is it's a quarter second when you see the opportunity, you got to pull the trigger. And so, you know, you wait 1 second too long, it's not going to work. And so right there, good pressure by Lillendahl. His feet moving, almost got the angle there to the leg, but Peterson doing a good job. Right now, Lillendahl pushing to the edge right there, and maybe Peterson's backing up there. And so official will look a little harder if your back's to the edge more than it should be.
Said he had to find the angle, and he gets the hips, then he rolls through, gets one leg. Now he's looking for that far ankle right there, and he finds it. 3.
Coach said he can get in on the legs. When the scramble happens, who finishes? And his wrestler, Dean Peterson, finishes with the takedown of the win. Kiss to the crowd. Spurred in this weight class here for Illinois. It's going to be another ranked matchup for Shaver. Loses his headgear, and they'll reset things.
Talk about a great championship last year. Shaver with a huge, you know, tech fall against Ragusan in the finals, 23-8. Let's see, is that a tech fall? Yeah. And so
do your math.
Yeah. And so he really had himself a great big
spurt in this weight class here for Illinois. It's going to be another ranked matchup for Shaver. Loses his headgear, and they'll reset things.
Talk about a great championship last year. Shaver with a huge, you know, tech fall against Ragusan in the finals, 23-8. Let's see, is that a tech fall? Yeah. And so
do your math.
Yeah. And so he really had himself a great big trying to that left arm. He's trying to bring out. He's got to get it across the hip instead of caught underneath there.
And the period will end before Shawver can get around and get that first takedown. So it was Penn State's Braden Davis's choice. He deferred, and now Dylan Shawver will elect to go down to start the second period.
Davis on top, really tough here. Nice job of following behind the arms. Staying, attacking the hips. Getting riding time over a minute. But he's down below the hips, but he comes back up right in time. The officials think there was a 5 count. The official says no.
Trying to break the hands here. And a stall warning is issued against Braden Davis. You yelling it too?
Looking at the scoreboard, he just shakes his head. Davis doesn't like it at all, but
You got to return the man to the mat.
now Shawver's good on top, so he needs to really pay attention to these 15 seconds because Davis did a great job of riding. Even though he gave up the stall call, he got the riding time, and if he could get out quick here,
And instead, he's right in, looking for the reversal. This was not called for an escape yet. It is now. He can do to make it happen. Can he get up? And can he pull that leg out?
Potentially dangerous. We'll send him back to the center. Shawver was trying to get around and get the reversal. Or get the takedown, I should say. Davis running away, and it's Braden Davis who gets the decision here at 133 pounds.
and Oliveri trying to make a big boom themselves.
This is part 2 of Friday Night Wrestling. You can tweet us hashtag Friday Night Wrestling to be seen on the Big Ten Network all throughout the season. So many good matches.
That left-handed underhook here, and he works from the underhook. So many ways he can go. He can shrug him by. He can drop down, ankle pick, but he loves to dig that underhook and dictate the tie from there.
Bartlett's coming off a nice 8-7 victory over Brock Hardy of Nebraska.
Yeah, a huge reversal in the last seconds of that match against Hardy, and 2 of the best 141-pounders. And, of course, you've got Mendez, who has had Bartlett's number both now. He's not sinking his underhook. He's looking to, just find that angle and shoot into the single leg like he got his first takedown. Right now, you're just working to try to get a response. Next time Oliveri reaches, perhaps Bartlett drops in. That's what you're looking. There he drops into the single just like that.
Look at the finish here. His second takedown.
And this time he's going to try to run the pipe. Now he shoulders it again.
Working on the edge of the mat there. Bartlett has got himself 44 seconds of riding time. He's in the down position. Start the third.
I was impressed by Oliveri and that hustle there in the end of that second period. Wrestling every second of every period, and Oliveri got that extra escape. Fighting him and gives the escape to Bartlett. He's going to have to get a takedown himself to get back in this match.
Oliveri had the ankle for a second.
Yeah, almost got it picked right there. Again, Bartlett able to step back, step down, and fend off Oliveri's attack there.
Now it's Bartlett trying to get a last-second takedown. Brings him up. But the period will end before he's able to secure another takedown.
It didn't affect the outcome of the dual meet. It doesn't affect your, your ultimate goals, and so. I think that it was probably pretty chill in one sense, and he's just continuing to work hard at getting better, and it'll all take care of itself. Nice early takedown there by Van Ness. Looked pretty easy against Nini.
And Ness, the All-American for the Nittany Lions, gets his second takedown here at 149 pounds. Now a 6-1 leader. Van Ness riding out here for the remainder of this first period. Hey, tomorrow more wrestling comes your way when the Buckeyes and Hawkeyes collide in a top 5 showdown. Coverage begins at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. What do you know it? Another day in the Big Ten Conference, another top 5 showdown. That one's going to be great. This is part 2 of our Friday night.
So what he's trying to do is to get a